it is a rush. I mean, it is. I don't know. It's way cooler than I thought it would be. My team's really cool about letting me be hands-on about a lot of things. You know, everything, right? Set design, lighting, obviously the musical arrangements and things like that. You know, so in preparing for the tour, I mean, there were sort of it was so funny. On any given day, there were 3 rehearsal rooms working at the same time on the same show. You know, giant team of people working, you know, late hours and crazy hours to make it happen. But it was.
And you said hands-on, so you choose the lighting and the staging, and how hands-on really are you, though?
Annoyingly. Yeah, seriously. I have to leave at a certain point in the day so that the people that I'm working with are okay with working with me one more day. It's like, I gotta cut it off and just like walk away, you know what I mean? I love it. I love it. It's not like it's, you know, you could credit it to being, you know, some people call it a control freak thing, but I don't think it's that. Honestly, I've looked at it, I think it's just I'm obsessed with getting to do this for the first time.
Well, the headline tour is just one part of your 2013. It's been an incredible year for you, and congratulations on the honor of being one of only 5 artists for CMT Artist of the Year 2013.
Thank you so much.
So when you reflect back on 2013, what have been the highlights for you?
Oh gosh, it's impossible. Celebrating our third #1, headlining my first tour. Let's start with that. Headlining our first tour. In no particular order, though, you know. But the fact that we released a deluxe edition of this album, I went back in and did something very unorthodox for in my mind, you know, very, very, very different from what I'm used to sort of seeing an album. And the fact that it was, you know, it came out and did really well, and everybody checked it out, and we can call it a platinum album, platinum selling album. It's unbelievable. Just everything along with that, all the experiences, all the unbelievable crowds we had this summer at the outdoor shows, you know, and then this tour, man, kicking off and off to such a great start, and we're just getting started, right?
And you're going to hang with us. Hunter is going to stick around for a little bit as we get back to the countdown. Number 10 on-tour headliner Hunter Hayes, who's hanging with us for a little bit today. You've been able to really design this tour, make it your own, and everywhere you look on stage, there are lyrics.
Yeah.
Now, where did that originate, that idea?
It came from when I couldn't afford a set, when I couldn't afford anything but what we had on stage, right? I wanted a look, I wanted a thing, I wanted a sort of identity thing, something that could be mine, you know? And I just had this vision. I knew that the only thing we could really do was get away with, right? Was painting the stuff on stage. I had this sort of imagination sort of trip about like what it would be like if a writer actually wrote on the gear he was like working with, right? And that's where this kind of came to be, you know, just lyrics everywhere, just random, just like, almost like you just forgot the pen and paper, and you just, I don't know, you had a paintbrush and paint and chalk, because, I mean, that's what you would have if you didn't have a pen and a paper, really, you'd have a pseudo chalkboard, so.
Among those lyrics is the new song as well. Everybody's got somebody but me.
It's hiding in there.
Somewhere in there. It's like, where's Walden? Find it when you come to the show. How are you squeezing in 2014? Because that's the next thing. It's like, what am I doing next?
I don't even know.
Songwriting?
Yeah, a little bit of that. Well, I've done a lot of writing in the last 2 years. Kind of took a second after the record came out, after the debut record came out. But after that, I got back into it. I got kind of serious about like going back into that mode and just, I don't know, feeling what it was like to write again and to discover topics that I wanted to talk about and sort of find my way through those things again.
Well, we can't wait to hear it. Since this is your first headlining tour, I thought it might be fun to ask you about a few first things, like first guitar.
First guitar was well, it was a gift from Robert Duvall.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
I know. Even I feel like I'm making this up. I mean, it's just, but no, I met him on the set of a movie. He was shooting in my hometown, and he happened to be at one of the restaurants. I was like sitting there with a band or something. We met him, got to be a part of the movie. And he actually flew down for my 6th birthday and gave me my first guitar. He was like, "Hey, happy birthday! Guitar matching amp. You know,
He saw something.
I gotta go make a